and welcome back to part 13 of Death End Request 2, where today we're in a bit of a shorter part because we've had a few chunky ones back to back recently, so I think it's nice to kind of give you guys a bit of breathing room for the people that watch this. We'll be doing a lot more optional stuff, like, as per, hunting down optional dialogue, and then there's going to be an optional boss fight that you can now do back where we fought the kidnapper that we'll be ending the video on. One day, you'll know what I mean. Referring to Chitsuba and Victorier's quarrel. All the way back over here, working towards it, there's eventually one you'll trigger over here. Victoria and Chitsuba are so damn lucky, maybe one day Mai and I can... Roger. Okay, Rotti, let's split up for now. No! I don't wanna! This game. Along the way, I learnt a few extra skills for Rotti and Leliana, so I keep it in. Because we get Reteatable, or Robitiable, which boosts sun damage, which is just nice to have. It's the same thing as what Mai has with star damage, but now this one is for sun, so you can get a real use out of it to boost damage, and it's only for Rotti. Leliana's also going to learn one herself much later on, but because she's the weakest member of the party, that's going to be for a little while. But she does learn a new skill by herself as well. She learns Luna, so she's gained access to moon magic. Over here, not that way, Mai. Leliana, you guys are terrible with directions. Oh, because you are so much better. Oh, sassy little Leliana. Point proven. God, that was a bit of cheek from Leliana. I like these freeze bombs. My favourite relationship is still Mai and Rotti, but the way Leliana joins in the group I think works. Ah! Oh, it's just a bird. What a relief. Mai, I never took you for a scaredy cat. What? Like you're any better? Huh? I'm an even bigger scaredy cat. Ah! Mai! I'm terrified! That's no excuse to grab onto me. Aww, you're such a meanie, Mai. Because even though I've read these dialogues like 100 times, I still giggle at them. You gotta be in the wrong area. Could it be? You hope this would become a rendezvous, huh? Oh, Mai. Yeah, give it a rest. Leliana's here, so save it for later. Kids are watching, don't do anything. She's right, we need to find Chitsuba quickly. I doubt that's what she was referring to. Sorry, I agree. Let's go. Wow, that's surprisingly respectful. Also, I don't know if I just missed it, but there's a nail bat over here that's quite nice to have on Leliana, so I picked that up. Because it boosts her physical attack quite highly, enough to actually have her compete with Mai and Rotti, despite the 10 levels lower that she is. Not that it's going to help too much, because her overall level stats and magic ability is still going to hurt how much damage she's really doing, but still. But for the next big chunk of this video, there is an optional boss fight, and that Drin Blue that we're finally going to get. So when you're ready, carry on heading over here, and round the corner you'll see a Gigas that looks a bit different than the ones we've seen so far. Because it doesn't have a stomach. So I kind of avoid it for a second to go nab the Drin Blue. And I believe this is like an SP medicine. Yep. I played this game too much. And then I go and fight this thing. This thing is a normal enemy, but it doesn't show up to like chapter 6 or 7. Which is why I'm counting it as an optional boss. They're Riddick Gigas. What's interesting about it, it has nearly 600,000 health, but zero, like borderline no defense. It has 1 defense point and 1 magic defense point. It also only has 1 speed, so it's always going to be going last in the party. But it hits like a truck because it is a late-ish game enemy. Powered up Roddy has arrived! I love how much energy the actress gives it. Deneen Melody is such a perfect fit for Rotti, it's not even funny. The English voice cast of this game is phenomenal. Same as Ryan Bartley for Mai. And to be honest, I don't actually know who voices Leliana. Every time I've tried to look it up, I found nothing. And it's baffling. It's like, is the actress just kind of on the quiet side? Like, she don't really make a big deal of anything? Which is fair enough if that's the case. But where is she? Like, when I'm, like, talking about this game, I've enjoyed being able to tag the two in. More so Deneen Melody, because Deneen Melody is extremely engaging with the community, and I love her for it. She's really engaging with the community, and so I've had a lot of like back and forth with her on Twitter and such, talking about Rottie and how much we both love the character. It's been really fun to do. But similar to the Kidnapper, your best strategy at this point, not so because this boss fight is actually that hard, but more so just because it's got so much health, so you want to whittle through it as quick as you can. Keep people in glitch forms as long as you can. There's only so many glitch spots, so you're not going to be able to keep it outside of it attacking people. But if you're not in glitch form, it's also going to do more to you, so you have to spend more time healing. It's better to just have everyone like this for now. Unfortunately, I can't get Liliana in it, so you're going to see me be a little bit more on the wary side of it. But it's like, because we don't have any more glitch spots, if Mai isn't attacked, next turn I'm going to use her glitch is ultimate attack, because it's the glitch form's going anyway, so I might as well boost that last inch of damage. Oh. And now Liliana's going to go glitch form, but not enough to support keeping it for any longer than a turn, because it needs to be 90% or higher to do so. I was tempted to use Innovation, because I've yet to show it off, but Innovation's trade-off is that it fully restores all health and SP, but you can only use it when Mai is in glitch form, and when it is used, it not only eliminates her glitch form, it eliminates anyone in the party who's already transformed into glitch. Which in our situation, so you can get the idea of the specifics, it would take Rottie out of glitch form, but it wouldn't do anything to Liliana. Like, it doesn't get rid of the percentage, it just ends glitch form for anyone who is in it. And so because Liliana hasn't actually had her turn yet to transform into her glitch form, she would be fine, it'd only be Rottie that'd lose it. But because I'd be sacrificing 2 glitch forms just to restore health, it's not worth showing off right now. Yeah, I know it restores SP, but look at our SP, we're not in danger. That's one of the things about Death End 2. And Death End 1 had this as well, but I feel like Death End 2 it was more apparent, at least to me. SP kind of is never an issue in this game outside of optional content. Like, if you go through the main game, there was never once a situation where I felt like I was in danger of running out of SP. Which is why you see me be a lot more loose with it. Because like in the first game, for instance, Celica's OP as hell Asta League cost 120 SP. So early game, you were lucky to be able to use it at all. And it would use so much SP to actually get it all set up. So in this one, like, even though Asta League still has a big cost, it's been nerfed to hell, so it's nowhere near as bad. It's why like Asta and Astate are only like 4 and 6 SP, but they've really lowered down how much it costs. And there's also the fact that, same as Death End 1, every time you level up, you get a full stat restore of health and SP. And every time you go to camp, you also do. So it's like, it's so easy without using the SP medicines to get SP back. It kind of raises the question why they made it so forgiving. Like, it feels like they were trying to balance it because some attacks ripped through your SP so quickly in the first game. So in the second game, they kind of oversteered to correct it and went too far the other way. And I hope that if there's ever a third game, that they try and find more of a middle ground. Which I'm curious what they'll do in a third game. I can't go into too much detail because spoilers. So I'll go more into it on the other end of this Let's Play. But I am kind of curious what they will do with a third game, because they do kind of tease there's going to be a third game. But I think that's the end of the boss fight. I'm pretty sure Vampira kills it. Yeah, it's absolutely dead. We managed to defeat that mini-boss. And for the rest of this video, yeah, I know, we're only 9 minutes in. We do get an emerald hair ornament, though, which is a good piece of accessory to have at this stage in the game, even if it's not that great later on.
You did it on purpose, didn't you?
Well, all we got left is some dialogue bits, and at the end of the video I do want to kind of talk about a subject that's come to light very recently that's kind of important, at least to me it is. So I will try and squeeze something on the end to try and talk about it, because it's something I want to say something on. I equipped the emerald hair ornament on Liliana, just because it's nice to have something. It's just a general boost. It's not the best, but at this stage in the game it's nice to have. Also, a Shadow Matter spawns behind us when we were already running away, so I was a bit like, alright. But whilst we're here, I turn in the Drin Blue and pick up the side quests that we've got. The side quest that we've got is the reason why I've been not fighting every single encounter we've come across like I usually do, because one of them's coming up is kind of grindy and I don't want to be over leveled. A bath sounds lovely right about now. I got all this monster goo on me. Do I smell? Let's see. Ooh. I don't smell anything. I think. Then, what about here? It smells like shampoo. You worry too much. Thank you. Phew. Why are you blushing? Because it's probably like sniffing her neck. No reason. Swaying, swaying, Miss Mosquito. Excuse me? I'm talking to the buggy. Mine. Right here. Oh, I thought you were mocking me. Sorry. Oh, hey! It's not good to mock mosquitoes! Oh, well, you'll have to forgive me. That's not what I meant. I know, sorry. I just like giving you a hard time. Alright, Rotty. Sometimes you're a little too self-conscious. It's better to be positive. You can say, "Oh, what? Are you talking about me?" Then join the conversation. You're suggesting I be more like you? No thanks. What? She's observant, I'll give her that. Maybe too observant. Ugh, I'm so irritated. What's the matter? I wonder if this will bring me any closer to finding Sanae. Maybe it's futile. Maybe she's already dead. What am I even doing? I'm a useless sister. What's the point in living? Plus, I'm involving everyone else in this, and I still can't save anyone. What are you doing? I'm so happy that you're alive. I'm so glad to have met you, and that you met Liliana. I'm glad Sanae exists. She gives you strength. In this world, you see, our lives are all connected. It's what keeps us going. So thank you. Thank you for never giving up. Sorry, I was being childish. Thanks, Rotty. Oh, I wonder if Cheetah and the girls are okay. Oh, that's the end of that. Okay, let's talk to Liliana then. That cake from lunch was scrumptious. You're a big snacker, hey Liliana? Of course, I love them all. Cookies, candies, cakes, I'll eat them all. You've got what they call a sweet tooth. No, that's not true. I like crispy and spongy ones too. She's textures over taste, 100% like me. Crispy and spongy. Yes, I love those textures. Yeah, it's exactly the same with me with my feet habits. How it feels in my mouth is more important than how it tastes. So you prefer texture over taste? Yep, textures make all the difference. She really is one of a kind. It's okay, Liliana, I'm with you. Oh, crispy, spongy. I'm not as obsessive about it as Liliana is, but... Hey Liliana, how are you getting along with the others? Everyone's been kind, but I'm timid. Are we the only people you talk to? I know I'm not one to talk, but maybe you should socialise more. Sure, but neither you nor Rotty seem to do much socialising either. Well, isn't that kind of the point she just made? For me, only my little sister Sanae matters. The others do not. They don't matter? Not even Rotty? Not even Rotty. But no matter how much I try to shake her off, she just won't leave. What am I to do with her? I'm close to giving up. A testament to your relationship. See, Liliana can see it how it is. She knows that Mai's full of shit on that one, that she does care about Rotti. You seem to be integrating well, Liliana. Polar opposite from me. That's not true. I'm shyer than you, Mai. Really? You don't come off that way. Yeah, it's a surprise to me too. Before coming here, I didn't really have friends. I was always with my mother and father. Right. The only reason I can speak comfortably like this is because of you. Aww. Okay, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Okay. Aww. Don't Victoria and Cheetspur seem chummy? Yeah, maybe a little too chummy. Aren't you and Rotti pretty close, though? Yes. Say yes. I dare you. Not like that. Rotti and I are roommates. Like there's an exclamation mark, like she has to really stand up, stamp her foot on her point. Nothing more, nothing less. Like she's like it's just very in denial. But word's already travelled around the dorm that you two are attached at the hip. I haven't heard anyone say that in years, attached at the hip. Seriously? Yes, I am. God. It's like, oh, god damn it. It just means you're good friends. It's a good thing. This is too much, though. And that's the end of that. So, I'm going to wrap up the part now, but then I have got something I want to say afterwards. So next time on Death End Request 2, we'll actually go after Cheetspur properly this time from our sidetracking. But until then, you guys take care now. Peace. I don't really have anything to put on in the background, so I'm just going to have some old footage playing over whilst I talk about this, but something's happened over the past couple of days, and if you've been in the loop with Twitter or news or anything, you might have caught on to it, and it might not seem as big of a deal, but it's important enough to me that I wanted to talk about it, and that's involving a employee at Funhaus and an employee at Achievement Hunter, both studios that are connected to Rooster Teeth one way or another. And if you're not in the know, Adam Kovic of Funhaus and Ryan Hayward of Achievement Hunter, both of them had unsavoury images of them, shall we say, leaked onto the internet that were sent to third parties, despite the fact that they are both in relationships. They were both having an affair, per se. And so, because of that, officially this morning in form of UK time, but I can imagine in the middle of the night US time, because I always miss out the time differences, Ryan Hayward has officially left the company. Now, I don't keep up with the Funhaus stuff at all, so I'm not going to speak on that, because ultimately I don't know enough on it to say anything on it. But Ryan Hayward in particular has been a very, very significant role model of my life for a decade, at least. So finding out this, and it coming to light today, has just left me feeling a little out of place, and I wanted to just kind of say something on it. Ultimately, my morals on the subject are never going to change. I think it's a horrible thing that he's done, and I think it's disgusting that he's done that, and I feel for his family that have to put through the fact that he's had an affair. However, that doesn't mean the things that he's taught me in life from the interactions I've been fortunate enough to have with him over the years are no longer worth anything. Like, there are some things that he taught me in life through just odd conversations and odd moments that I still pride myself on as a human being, and I'm not going to change that because the man himself ended up making such a critical and hefty mistake as he has. And so I don't really know where I'm going with this. It's more like I just wanted to kind of get it off my chest, I guess, that absolutely I stand against the situation. You should never ever cheat on the ones you love on, and it's a shame that it's something that seems so commonplace, especially this year with so much going on already. And of course I denounce that as a thing, But as a human being who grew up with him being a role model, and quite a significant one at that, I don't know. I can't hate the man. I just can't. Like, I hope that he takes the time he needs to, if he can, recover and repair the damage done to between him and his family. I completely disagree with some of the abuse the community is, but I regularly disagree with the Rooster Teeth community and how aggressive they can be towards the people giving them the comedy content they do. But he just needs time to spend time with his family and see if it can be repaired. I don't know if it can, but I'm not going to pry into his personal life because I don't think that's fair. And I just hope in time he can learn from it and become a better person, because I still the respect I have for him has been damaged unrepairably, but it doesn't mean there isn't any respect left, and I hope that he can grow from this and become a better person in time, someone that I want to support or watch his content and help out again in the future, because right now it genuinely hurts me because of how much I looked up to him, even though ultimately it really doesn't mean anything to me. It's someone I didn't know on a personal level like that. It was just someone I got to have interactions with at conventions and shit, but it's still significant, you know? Like, I don't know, it's an awkward time. This year's been a fuckfest, and I don't think anyone's denying that, and I'm not sure where the future lies with all of this, and I just hope Achievement Hunter can recover and carry on going forward without him, because he has officially left the company as a response to this, which is understandable. I expected nothing less, and I hope that they will still do fine without him, and I hope it won't cause too much of a stick, and I hope it quietens down. Like, I think the discussion of what's gone on will last a while, but I don't want it to affect the other members who had nothing to do with it. Like, I don't want to see people start trying to pry and dig into Matt Bragg's life, or Jeremy Dooley's life, or Jack Patillo's life, people like that sort of thing, or like Fiona Nova's, or yada yada, because it's complete bollocks to do that. It's an absolute arsewipe if you are doing that. Don't. Just leave them to it. It's a stressful time for them because they've witnessed someone that they probably consider a very close friend betray that trust quite severely, and who knows where it will go. But I've rambled enough, so I'm going to let this go for now. I just wanted to get this off my chest, and if you have stuck around for this, I appreciate it. I really do, because it's just, I know I've kind of rambled a little bit, but it's an awkward one for me so much, and it means a lot to me that this has happened. I'm still glad that the other two of the three big role models I had in my life are still good people. Like, Jack Patillo has always taught me to help the poor, always taught me to be charitable, and always taught me to take on everything with a smile on my face. And Jeremy Dooley is the reason why I got back into writing, so I'll always appreciate and love the man for what he has done in that sense. But it's a shit situation as a whole right now, and it just feels weird. But I'll leave it for now, so you guys take care now, and thank you for listening.